College from TechRaptor here. We're at C2E2 2015 here in Chicago, Illinois. I am here with the part of the team, at least, of Marvel Heroes. Very, very small part. We're going to talk a little bit about the game, and especially about the changes that they've made in the last couple of years to really improve it and make it better. So, Dave, do you want to maybe run us through exactly what Marvel Heroes is?
Yeah, Marvel Heroes is an action RPG. It's kind of like Diablo, and that's my background. I made Diablo 1 and Diablo 2. And but you play as the Marvel superheroes, so you're playing as Wolverine or Iron Man, and we have access to all of the Marvel heroes. So there's a wide variety. We have 46 or 47 different heroes you can play as, and so it's a free-to-play game. You download it for the PC and the Mac, and you just go to our MarvelHeroes.com website and download it, and you can play as much as you want. You can unlock all the characters by just playing, and so it's a really fun game. Lots of item hunting and things like that go into the action. At the very beginning, you select from a menu of, I think, right now there's about 14 right now, because we just added all of the Avengers in coordination with the Avengers Age of Ultron movie. We've made all the Avengers as some of the starting selection. So you can play all of them. You can play all of them to level 10. You can unlock one all the way to level 60, which is the level cap. And then as you play, you gain a currency that allows you to unlock any of the heroes. So you can either buy them or unlock them too.
Now, originally, when the game came out in 2013, you guys got a metacritic score of 53?
58.
58. Get the 3
a little bit better.
A little bit better, yeah. But now you're at an 81. Obviously, you've made big changes to really bring that score up. Do you want to talk a little bit about the changes that you've made that players should definitely be aware of?
I mean, yeah, we basically, at some point or another, evaluated every system in our game from the ground up. Like, we redid characters to make sure they're fun. We've redone the item system, we've redone the stat systems. We've added so many features, like you mentioned team ups. That's a brand new feature entirely. So just really like working with our community to just, like, this system isn't working. Let's redo it. So basically just not being afraid to change things has really brought us to where we are today. And willing to listen to our community and work with them to make it the best possible game that we can.
That's huge. And obviously listening to your community that's honestly the best way to revamp a game, because you're going to get that feedback and you're enacting the change that players want.
Exactly.
So it totally makes sense that your score has jumped 23 points. In the panel, you guys are showing off some alternate costumes. With each character, you've got alternate costumes you can play as well as alternate abilities. Do you want to kind of talk about how that works?
Sure.
Oh yeah, so we have a large library of costumes at this point. Everybody has at least one alternate. We try to do, a ton for everybody, and then we have our enhanced costumes, which have different visuals, they have different animations, they have different voiceover work. Basically, completely changes the character, as you know it. Like
our costumes don't change your abilities, though. They just change the way you look. It's cosmetic.
Yeah,
so because we didn't want a situation where the best Thor costume is Beta Ray Bill. And like, I really want to be Thor. I don't want to be Beta Ray Bill. Or my favorite Thor is the movie Thor, but the classic Thor is better. So it's cosmetic. It allows you to change and look the way you want, kind of thing. So that was a big deal for us.
Yeah. And then the team ups. That's a really interesting dynamic. Can you explain how that works?
You choose which other character you're going to team up with, and they're AI controlled companions that run around and fight things and have their abilities, whatever. We're coming up with a new revamp to them to make them much more interactive than they are right now, where you have a way to choose which skills that they have and invest points in them. They'll have kind of an item game associated with them, and you'll be able to do an item hunt for them and equip them in different ways. And so that revamp system is coming very soon. So we've got quite a few, but again, we're coming out with them. They'll be one a month kind of thing, so that sometimes 2 a month, and we'll just kind of be adding them into the game as we go. And next one we're doing is Quicksilver.
And they not only help you out, they'll also like talk to whatever character you are and say like unique lines.
Yeah.
I'm playing as Punisher right now, and I have Domino as my team up, and she'll be like, those guns compensating for something. And that's across the board too. Like Brian here puts so much love and care into all the scripts that everybody says, and it adds just so much Marvel personality to it that I think just fans of the brand appreciate.
It really brings, the lore into it too. You put these team ups together and then throw these one-liners in there that, to people who read the comics, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Which is awesome. And you guys are just churning content out. And what you said, you're pushing out a character a month, which is really cool. Because for players that are, if you're playing so much that you're max leveling every character, you're going to get something new to play every month.
Exactly.
So
that's not even to say of like game modes and achievements and stuff like that. So we're also adding tons of that stuff. Yeah. And then team ups, and then we're reviewing old characters, so you might want to go back and replay them and maybe prestige them if that's what you like.
that's pretty cool that you guys are really taking the time to go back and revamp some of the old stuff that may not have been broken, but you wanted to really enhance it and make it better.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that really speaks volumes for
Yeah,
how much you care about it.
our technology and our designs only get better and more mature, and so with that, we want to go back and make sure that everybody is as pleased and as fun to play, and represents the game that we want our heroes to play. For sure.
Say you level a character up to 60, which is the max level. What happens then? What opens up for players to do?
Oh, there's a lot. You have special game modes that you can play when you're 60. Cosmic level zones, cosmic terminals, which are little kind of boss runs. Then we also have a bunch of zones where you can go in. X Defense doesn't open it this time, but it's something that you can do. A wave battle gets harder and harder each time. But the biggest feature that we have really that opens up to 60 is our raids. And so you can get together with 10 total people and take on. The first raid was against Surtur. The second raid that just came out a couple weeks ago is against Red Skull and the Onslaught armor, and from the Axis comic books that were over the winter. And so that's a big progression. There are many ways you can progress your character in other fashions, as well as we have something called the Omega system, which is an alternate advancement system. Allows you to gain these points and customize each one of your characters. It's an account-wide customization thing. So as you gain points, that applies to all of the characters on your roster, not one particular one in there. The level cap on those are 7,500 points, so it takes a long time. I personally am not maxed out, and I play a lot, so it takes a long time to max them out. So that's another way to customize your character. So lots of content, lots of customization, and then one other thing, items that you want to chase, specific items you want to get. And then lastly, we have prestiging, which allows you to reset the character back to level 1. And change their name color to a different color. We have many different levels.
And then we have Cosmic Prestige, which is where you level at 8% of the speed that you normally do. So you go much slower. So it's kind of this test of will. Oh, it's 4%.
It's 8% during the event, but
and so it's something that it's truly prestigious to have that yellow name at 60. Like when people see Cosmic Raccoon, which is what Dave has. They're like, whoa, that guy, he's awesome.
Really
He leveled
He's
that
hardcore.
That's a winner right there.
He
Yeah.
leveled basically 30 times.
25 times. 25 times.
By the time you get
Oh yeah, to get there you have to do it a total of 30 times.
30 times.
Yes.
So you gotta like that character,
Yeah, you really gotta dedicate some time to that character. Now, obviously, Age of Ultron comes out Friday.
Yeah,
Friday,
it's out a
something
week.
like that.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
And you guys do events. So, I guess talk about that a little bit,
Yeah,
because
sure.
obviously things are always happening in the Marvel Universe.
Yeah, of course.
So,
First off, before I talk about the event, we're doing Age of Ultron game mode, which is where we talked about it in the panel event. You go to New York, you go to Central Park, and Ultron sentries are barraging you, and they're attacking civilians, and all kinds of cool stuff is happening. There's different phases there. And so we brought the cinematic version basically of Ultron right into our game, and we got to even use models, which is one of the coolest things ever that they actually sent to them. They're really big. Like one of them like killed my hard drive. It's a long story. Anyway, but yeah, so that's one of the big things we're adding. We're also adding addition to the game as a way to celebrate that. He's doing his movie costume. And we're doing all the other Avengers with their movie costumes. And Iron Man gets 2 because he's Iron Man. And then we're
We couldn't not put
we
Hulkbuster.
had to do a Hulkbuster, but we also had to do Mark 43. And then, so we're also doing an event right now that's kind of centered around new players. And so if you want to talk about that a bit, because you know all the words.
Yeah, so we talked a little bit earlier. So we have new starting characters. For the first time, you can start playing the game as Hulk and Iron Man. So you're like, I want to play Iron Man. I want to.
And Thor.
And Thor. Hulk, Iron Man, and Thor. So you can play as any of the Avengers. First up to level 10, and then you get to choose who's your favorite, and then you unlock them, and you get to level them to 60, and it's really awesome. And then any Avenger you play, they currently have a 50% experience buff, and so that's really cool. So you just like really get in there.
Yeah.
Be a little faster.
Yeah.
Age of Ultron content.
Yeah, exactly. So since it started this week and the Ultron game mode comes out next week, we get that time to like speed through it and get ready for that awesome content.
Yeah, we also do like smaller things too, like the sentries, the Ultron sentries are attacking Midtown. So if you go into our Midtown patrol zone, which is the zone where you kind of just like roam the streets of Midtown fighting bad guys that are ready to happen and events happen. There's Ultron sentries there that'll jump in and attack them and stuff. So we kind of wanted to spread the idea that Ultron is attacking all of New York. So and he also appears in Industry City on the docks.
Yep.
The 50% buff.
That's going to be going for a few weeks.
Yes.
So you have some time to take advantage of that.
By the way, if you can't see the movie on May 1st, so yeah, like up to May, after May 17th, then we might leave it alone.
Yeah.
Kind of like celebrate the movie for a couple weeks after.
Sure.
So kind of thing. Like not everybody sees it on the first day. Apparently. I don't know who those people are.
There must be something wrong.
I'm saying at like 7 o'clock on a Thursday. So
Right.
And then Friday and Saturday and Sunday.
Well, yeah.
of course.
Probably.
And it's awesome that you guys are just as passionate about Marvel as your fans, obviously. How closely do you work with Marvel when it comes to creating the characters and some of the lore and everything that's going on?
I mean, so yeah, I mean, they give us like awesome notes and things that are coming out and happening. Like it's a nice back and forth. Like we send them like, hey, I wrote a script for the new story. And here's the notes, here's the feedback. They'll send it all back with their notes and how they think we can align things better. Pretty great.
Oh yeah, that was when we were saying what characters were going to be in the game at launch. They said, well, we think you should add Rocket Raccoon. Like, all right. I mean, I love Rocket Raccoon, but I mean, that's a little weird. That's kind of a weird request. But okay, yeah, like trust us. You want to put Rocket Raccoon in the game, so we did, and then they announced Guardians after that, and it was like, oh no, that makes sense.
So yeah, we've been talking with some of the, a very small amount of the team over at Marvel Heroes. Where can we find you guys on social media? Download the game.
Yeah, marvelheroes.com. You can go download the game there. We're also on Steam if you want. That's preferred method. Yeah, just go to the website. There's always updates on what's going on. We're also on Twitter on Marvel Heroes and Facebook Marvel Heroes as well. Twitch, and we'll have a bunch of other ones. Just you know how to use Google.
Yeah, use the Google machine.
Yeah.
And if you're playing the game and you want to tweet about it, make sure you use the hashtag #PlayMarvelHeroes. It's something you guys are trying to push to separate your Marvel content from the plethora of tweets that are coming in about the universe, especially around Age of Ultron.
Blowing up.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely check out the game. Again, you can download it for free for PC or Mac and on the Steam platform. We're here at C2E2 2015. Stay tuned for more coverage.